Ladies and gentlemen, British pound is going down after lowering interest rate. After the interest rate cut by Bank of England, it is happening. The British pound is losing value against many currencies and against many assets like gold and silver. The British pound is losing now at the moment to this currency. London interest rate cut actually is not helping British pound to THB, which is but the currency of the Thailand. Thai people, yeah, look at this chart once. In 1999, in 2000, 1997, one British pound was around 85, 86. Here we even see 87 Thai bahts. And then it went down. The British pound went down and is going down, going down since that time, and then it went down to from this 87 to 80 to 70 to 60 to 50 to 40 to 30, and now is on level of 44. But it was on 2019 on 37. So that means the British pound is worse than Thai baht. Thai baht is getting stronger and stronger, even though the British pound has this status of the strong currency, which is a lie now. This is what we see. This is a lie. The British pound is not a strong currency. British pound is a weak currency, as this chart represents. Ladies and gentlemen, this is another chart. This chart represents GBP against CZK. What is this? What is this ZK? This is Czech Republic. Czech Republic, ladies and gentlemen, Czech Republic, where there is Prague. Once the British people could go to Prague, to Czech Republic, and have a nice time because everything was cheap. Now, due to the lost value of the British pound, well, they can't go there anymore for this value that used to be. Look at this chart in 2000. In 2000, here, if we take the candlestick chart, in 2000, the candlestick shows that the one British pound was 64, almost 65 Czech crowns. It went down just in 8 years to 27. Can you imagine, from 65 to 26 Czech crowns, and then it went down even stronger in 2003. It went down to 20, almost 25, and now is on level of 28. Well, so you may think it is getting stronger. No way, it is actually losing strongly. Please look at this. What is happening? It is losing. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, boom, 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 boom. It is losing. It's not losing because the Czech crown is very strong currency. No, this is losing. The British pound is losing because the British pound is weak. Not the Czech crown is a strong currency. So we now see that the British pound is not something that you can keep in your wallet and that will pay you value in the future. Actually, that will never pay you value. You may be lucky, and sometimes British pound is going down, but then it is going down even stronger than it was before this rise. Well, but this is what we have to say now, that the British pound, they cut the interest rate to 4% from 4.25, but the Czech crown has interest rate of 3.5, but is gaining. So, well, it has the Czech Republic inflation rate is 2.7, but the British inflation rate is 3. Probably 8 or 6, something like this. So they actually cut the interest rate to the inflation level, which is very dangerous for the currency like British pound, as we know that, let's say in France, they've got inflation of 1 only, exactly 1% inflation, but the interest rate is 1.15 higher than the inflation rate, which is 2.15 now. So in France, they've got this interest rate of 2.15, but in United Kingdom they've got 4, but in United Kingdom they've got 3.6 or 3.8 inflation rate, I don't remember. Well, now at the moment, I remember well this inflation in France, they've got 1%, can you imagine? And they've got higher inflation. The same in Italy, they've got inflation of 1.7, but in the interest rate is 2.15. This is how it is going. Even Ireland, exactly, even Ireland has inflation of 1.7, but they've got interest rate of 2.15. Well, that is showing how the British pound is going down, how the British pound is not keeping the value to Thai baht, to Czech crown, and much more other currencies. Please look at this chart. Look at this chart. British pound is even losing to euro. British pound lost to euro. Look, please. In 2002, it was very good to be British. 25 years ago, because the British pound was 1.76, so for each 1,000 British pounds you would get 1,760 euros. That was good time to be British and to have a lot of pounds. But now, well, it ended. Now 1,000 British pounds is 1,150. Of course, in exchange rate you will get less, but here in December, you see, in December it was on September 2022 it was 1.7. Can you imagine? In bad exchange you would get less than 1 pound for less than €1 for each pound. Look at this. In 2022 it was 1.05. You think that may not be worse? Of course that can be. Look at this. 2009 January 2009, 1.01. Okay, so we must understand that the interest rate in United Kingdom is 4. Interest rate in Eurozone is 2.15, but they can't keep on with the value. So everything that you keep in British pound is losing, okay? It's not that if you buy euro for your British pound, you will get rich or you will get much more money. But in this situation that we can see, you would get much more money, okay? Just exchanging all British pounds to euro was a good move, okay? You will not get a lot of interest rate on the euro, but you will not get a lot of interest rate on British pound. But euro is gaining against euro massively, strongly, and all the time. Of course, there was this period in between 2013 and 2015 when the British pound actually reached from 1.13 to 144, but that was a short period and it dropped heavily, even stronger than before this year rise. So, well, situation now is not too good for the British pound, as it is losing, and it will be losing probably all together to all currencies, these main currencies. British pound is losing to euro, British pound is losing to Australian to American dollar, British pound is losing to Thai baht, British pound is losing to Czech crown, and of course British pound is losing to Swiss franc. That is amazing. Since 1971 British pound lost from almost 7 Swiss franc to 6 to 5 to 4 to 3 to 1. Okay, today 1,000 British pounds is a little bit more than 1,000 Swiss francs, but before that was almost 7,000 and 6,000 and 5,000 and 4,000, 3,000, 2,000. Okay, and now it is 1 to 1 actually. So this is how it is losing. You may say, oh, so the British pound will not lose anymore because it's 1 to 1. No way. Australian dollar now is 0.5 Swiss franc. 20 years ago it was 2 francs for each Australian dollar. Today you must give 2 Australian dollars for each Swiss franc. This is how it is. It reverted, okay? So so it's really, it's not that the British pound is only going this way. The Australian dollar is a very bad currency as well. Well, very beautiful place, Australia, beautiful place, beautiful country, but a very bad currency for keeping its value. They don't play this. They just use this currency as something that helps their economy. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you like this video. Please subscribe for more. Please hit the like button or thumb button. Thank you very much. I hope to see you soon. Bye bye and have a nice day and investment and profit. Bye bye.